We got all 10 cars out here. Be 9 cars because I believe Mike scratched. Be a 75 lap B main for the Sportsman. 75 lap B main for the Sportsman. Top 4 will bump up to the A main. Coming up next will be the novice A main. Okay, let's bring them down here one at a time and show me brakes, please. Okay, Frank. Okay, Alan. Go ahead, sir. Randy. Go ahead. Tim Smith. Go ahead. Go ahead. Terry, you're reading. Great. Scott. Go ahead. Sunday, go ahead. Raymond, go ahead. David Popham, go ahead. Y'all spread out a little bit, give you a little bit of room since we got 10 racers on the track. Let's get some hot laps. We go 5 more laps off the 7 car. Terry Isaac. 4 more. 3. 2 more laps. 1 more. Everybody cycle on through. Okay, let's everybody slow down and need to get David Scott out front. Alan Johnson second. Frank Bowling third. Terry Isaac fourth. Randy Brown fifth. Tim Smith sixth. Tim Sunday seventh. Raymond Johnson eighth. David Popham ninth. Looks like everybody's in order. We'll go next time by, next time by. We're going this time. Listen for the tone. Control is done by the booth. Listen for the tone. And we're off on the B Sportsman. For the top 4, we'll bump up to the A main. Caution. There he goes. Okay, we're going to go this time by, this time by. David, you have control. David, you have control. The lap 5. 10 laps in, David Scott, Alan Johnson, Frank Bowling, Randy Brown, Terry Isaac, Raymond Johnson, Tim Smith, David Popham, Tim Sunday. David Scott running 6'3", Alan 6'3", Frank 6'3", Raymond 6'3", Terry at 6'5", Tim Smith at 6'3". Randy Brown looking under Allen, moves up into second place around Alan Johnson. Got Frank holding the transfer position right now, with Raymond Johnson behind him, then Terry Isaac, Tim Smith, David Popham, Tim Sunday. Randy looking for the lead and takes it. Randy Brown, new leader, with a 6.176. David Scott second, Alan Johnson third, Frank fourth, Raymond Johnson sixth, Terry Isaac sixth, David Popham, Tim Sunday. 54 more laps to go, 54 to go. Got Randy Brown out front, followed by David Scott, Alan Johnson, and Frank Bowling. Raymond Johnson, David Popham, Tim Smith, Terry Isaac, and Tim Sunday. Randy's pulled out a little bit of a lead over David and Alan. Frank right there, and Raymond still hanging tight for that transfer position. Raymond got loose, and David Popham can go past him to move up into fifth. Just completed lap 30. Lap 30. Randy Brown out front running a 6'2", David Scott 6'3", Alan Johnson 6'2", Frank 6'3", David 6'4", Tim 6'3", Raymond 6'3", Terry Isaac 6'3", and Tim Sunday 6'7". Alan Johnson just moved up into second place around David Scott. Frank right behind David. A little bit of a distance back to David Popham in fifth. Trying to get up there to that transfer position. Randy Brown still solidly out front with Alan Johnson, David Scott, Frank Bowling, David Popham, Tim Smith, Raymond Johnson, Terry Isaac, and Tim Sunday. The battle's at second, third, and fourth. A little bit of distance back to David Popham in fifth. Currently, the times for the leaders are around 6.5 and 6.4s. Randy Brown still leads the way on lap 45. 30 to go. Alan Johnson second. David Scott third. Frank fourth. David Popham in fifth, trying to get up there to that transfer. Tim Smith sixth. Raymond Johnson seventh. Terry Isaac eighth. Tim Sunday, 9th. Alan Johnson making up a little ground slowly on Randy Brown. Got a little bit of distance over David Scott in third. Frank's right behind David for fourth in that transfer position. David Popham's holding time with Frank, just not catching up with him yet. Tim Smith 6th, Terry 7th, Raymond Johnson 8th, and Tim Sunday. Randy Brown running 6'2", Alan Johnson 6'2", David Scott 6'3", Frank at 6'3", David at 6'3", Tim Smith at 6'3", Terry at 6'3", Raymond at 6'4", and Tim a little off the pace at 6'9". Randy Brown still out front. He's coming up on lap 60 right now. 15 to go. 15 to go. Got Randy Brown out front. Alan Johnson second. Just ran a 6:139. Caution, caution. Looks like that was maybe a single car spin. Randy, let's slow down a little bit, let everybody catch back up. We've got Randy Brown first, Alan Johnson second, David Scott third, Frank Bowling fourth, David Poppin fifth, 6 Tim Smith, 7 Terry Isaac, 8 Raymond Johnson, Tim Sunday ninth. Caution, caution. Going to go next time by. Next time by, there'll be 11 laps, 11 to go. Randy Brown, you have control. Going this time. Got Randy Brown, Alan Johnson, David Scott, Frank Bowling, Tim Smith looking for that transfer position, but he's a lap down. Caution, caution in turns 1 and 2. Cautions in turn 1 and 2. I'm going to go next time by. Going to go next time by. There'll be 5 laps to go. There'll be 5 to go. Got Randy Brown, Alan Johnson, David Scott, and Frank Bowling all on the same lap. Tim Smith's 1 lap down in 5th. Terry Isaac 6th. Tim Sunday going this time. Randy, Alan, David, and Frank got the 4 transfer positions. Coming up on the white flag lap. White flag lap. And that'll be the race. The Randy Brown wins the B-Main Sportsman with 75 laps. Alan Johnson second in 75 laps. David Scott third with 75. Frank Bowling fourth with 75. Those 4 will transfer up to the A-Main. Tim Smith was 5th, 1 lap down. Terry Isaac 6th, 2 laps down. Tim Sunday 2 laps down. Raymond Johnson, David Popham, and then Mike Clark scratched.